So this is going to be more of a PSA, and this is my conclusion as to what's been going on based off of observations I've seen. Currently the car's at the second dealership I took it to, and I came to my conclusion right before I dropped it off. When I went ahead and dropped it off, since I had the service appointment set up, they're still going to check the car. Conclusion I came to was because the battery management system was completely reset, it has to relearn the battery in a sense. And the fact that I can come to this conclusion is the 2 times that I tried to charge it up on Hilltop Reserve, the car either indicated that it had more of a charge than it actually did, or it had less of a charge than it actually did. The first time that I charged it up on Hilltop Reserve and noticed this, the car utilized 3 kilowatt hours in 3.8 miles. My driving style didn't change, the temperature didn't change, and the distance remained the same between both times that I noticed this stuff going on. So utilizing 3 kilowatt hours in that short distance with same temperatures that have been occurring, yeah, I noticed an issue. The second time I tried recharging it to Hilltop Reserve was about 1 to 2 times after I had fully charged it. Pretty sure it was 1 time, but there could have been another time. The dealership I had taken to had reset the BMS again, and I ended up fully charging the car that night. The battery management system seemed to work fine, but the second time I charged the car up to Hilltop Reserve, the car didn't show I utilized any energy at all. My driving style didn't change, the weather didn't really change, the temps were about the same, and I covered the same distance. So what that really tells me is the battery still didn't know what level of charge it was truly at. But the reason I've came to my conclusion was because of this trip to Kansas City. There and back, I had to fully charge the car, obviously, to get the 180, 190 miles with about 30 miles left on the range. And the car was charged up to Hilltop Reserve last night, acted fine coming home. Drove it around a little bit, acted fine. Topped it back off here at the house at 88%, which is where the Hilltop Reserve does stop, at least on my car. And the car drove fine to the dealership within tolerance, what I would say tolerance, of consumed energy. And it makes perfect sense to me why the BMS has to relearn the battery. And once you get a few full charge cycles on it, it knows the battery again. I don't honestly know how many charge cycles you need. That's just something that people that are getting the update now should be aware of, that they're going to have to fully charge their car and possibly do it multiple times before they can truly trust what's on the display. I'm not crazy like I thought I was for a while, but I know there was an issue, and it's really not an issue. It's just that GM needs to pass it along to the consumer that, hey, you need to get a few charges on it before you can start using Hilltop Reserve. If they had passed that on with the recall, then I would have not thought there was an actual problem. I would have given it more time before kind of what the heck. So that's where I stand. That's where the car should be here when they give me a call and say everything's fine. Hopefully they don't reset the battery management system again. They probably will, but that's going to be on them. The service manager said they would probably end up calling General Motors and talking to them, and hopefully General Motors gets them in touch with the appropriate people that would know that, hey, you just need to charge it a few times. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to end this video at. Hopefully you all liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not. And I'll catch you all next time.